The United States began using drones in war efforts during World War I. Over the years, these attacks have helped kill several terrorists and provided information that helped the United States find and kill Osama bin Laden. Drones make it possible for attacks to occur in dangerous parts of the world without putting our military in harm's way. While some people may argue that drones cause unnecessary harm to innocent civilians, an article in the New York Times said that in Pakistan, fewer civilians have died due to drone attacks than what people may have initially thought. Let us first address the biggest issue people tend to have with drones: civilian casualties. According to the New York Times article written by Declan Walsh, the Ministry of Defense said that 67 civilians were among 2,227 people killed in 317 drone strikes since 2008 in Pakistan. These figures show that about 3% of civilians were killed, and the other 97% that were killed were Islamist militants. These numbers provided by the Ministry of Defense were lower than what some people initially had suspected. With any war situation or attack, there will be unintended casualties. War is dangerous, but with a machine that can help our military stay out of harm's way, I think we are on a good track. Surveillance is also another use of drones that we can have in a war setting, besides just carrying out attacks. Drones can fly undetected into enemy lines and provide us with valuable insight about the enemy's activities and locations. This allows our military to gather this information without having to put them and future operations in jeopardy. Drones can not just serve purposes in war situations, but also can help us in the United States. For example, drones can be used to assist our firefighters while battling fires. Drones can be used to get an aerial view of a fire so the firefighters can see if there are any people who need assistance, and it also allows them to better detect the hot spot of the fire. Drones are essentially our eyes and ears where it's unsafe or unpractical for us to go. People are also trying to be creative and explore other uses for drones besides war efforts. In Canada, a drone was used to save a man's life. On Katie Couric's talk show, she shared with her audience the story. A 26-year-old man was driving down the road in Canada and lost control of his vehicle. His car was wrecked very badly, but he was able to climb out. The man was very disoriented and stumbled away from the scene and wandered deep into the woods. The Canadian police were able to find the car but were struggling to find the man. As a last resort, they decided to send a drone into the air to find this person. The police sent this drone deep into the woods to try to locate any heat signatures that might give away where this man could be. Luckily, the drone located a hot spot and searchers were directed to this area. In this hot spot, they found the missing driver and saved his life. According to the police officer, if they had been 2 hours later, this man would have died due to injuries he sustained during the wreck and hypothermia. This shows how this technology has amazing features and absolutely has great benefits if used properly. Amazon has also been brainstorming how to incorporate drones to their company. In late 2013, Amazon started to develop a drone that could potentially deliver a package to your house in 30 minutes or less. This would revolutionize how packages would be delivered and would speed the delivery time up immensely. It is no secret that President Barack Obama is a supporter of drones as well. In 2012, President Obama passed the Federal Aviation Administration Modernization and Reform Act, which allows drones to fly in American airspace beginning in 2015. This would make it possible for Amazon and other companies to utilize drones and their capabilities. Drones could help American businesses grow as well. Realtors and people who are running events can also use drones to capture moments or images. Realtors can use drones to take aerial pictures of the home or property they may be trying to sell. People who are running large events, whether it be a race or an extravagant wedding, can also use drones to take pictures of the large-scale venue and take aerial pictures of the crowds, or the event. At the moment, the possibilities for drones seem to be growing and growing every month. Throughout this speech, I hope you have realized the potential drones have and how they can benefit the United States. The biggest complaints concerning drones are people's privacy and civilian casualty numbers. Drones have been attacking Pakistan off and on for years now, and reports from their country states that not many civilians are being killed due to these attacks. Drones make it possible for our military to carry out missions and remain out of harm's way. These devices are able to go into enemy territory and assess the area or carry out an attack without risking the lives of our military personnel. I have a best friend who is a United States Marine. After his time in Afghanistan fighting for our country and hearing his stories, I would give anything to be able to keep him and other military out of such a dangerous place. No one can predict the future, but I definitely think drones will play a role in it. The technology has been developed since World War I and is growing in possibilities every year. We should embrace this technology and wait and see what it has in store for us.